They decide who you are and what you are and how to attack you. All right? And what you want to do is sell the idea that it's a bad idea. Okay? You know, I was giggling when Gianni's standing up here, and you know, all the martial arts training and firearms and all that, and you look at him and you're like, I don't know if I'd attack that dude anyway, right? You know, he's a big guy, he's a big, strong guy, so he's already fairly well deselected on it. All right? What we're going to do today is work on the preparation and getting ready for this, okay, and how you could do something. This doesn't take a lot of time. It's dark sometimes, but it is fairly interesting. And if we taught this class everywhere, it would make a tremendous difference in America and our reaction to it. We'd have a lot more knowledge and information about the problem at hand instead of emotion and what we feel we should do about it, but what actually we're capable to do about it. The importance of preparation can never be understated. It is the prime thing that we have here. Any decision that you make when you start reacting becomes worse and worse. I'm going to go back to cars. Okay, if you're following too closely to somebody and they jam on their brakes in front of you, the reactions after that are usually very poor. You jam on the brakes, you steer hard, you go into the other lane, you hit another car. Now, we could have avoided that whole situation by simply leaving enough space between us and the car in front of us. We don't often do that, though, because we push it. We push the edge. We push the edge. All right? Now, has anybody taken a defensive driving course? Okay, nobody. All right, but you drive a car every day, right? All right, so you feel like experts. All right, can you imagine the difference with a race car driver compared to you? What their reaction times would be, how much they know the car can do. Okay, most of us haven't explored that. We did a very interesting demonstration with a cone in the driving school. They make you drive around the track and you have to look at the cone. Do you know what happens to everybody? You drive to the cone. If you're looking at something else, and if you're distracted, the car goes to the cone, because that's where your eyes are. All right? We're going to talk a lot about that today. Talk about how you can get ready and prepare yourself and make good decisions in advance. Okay? Bad decisions are compounded during the event. All right? There was a gentleman that was a sheriff's deputy, and he had made this claim that if anybody breaks into my house, I'm going to shoot them. And that's not an unusual claim for homeowners to say. All right? He heard a noise in the garage. He grabbed his service weapon. He entered the garage. He saw a figure, and he shot. He also had a teenage daughter. And teenage daughters are awfully likely to sneak out of the house. And you can guess who was in the garage now. He had shot his teenage daughter. What a horrific event. It had never occurred to him when he made the simple statement, I will shoot whoever comes into my house, that it could be his daughter. Now he shot his daughter. Instead of calling 911, he bundles her into the car. And he tries to drive her to the hospital. Imagine that your child is bleeding in the back seat and you're going to drive a car. Are you going to be a very effective car driver? All right, well, you know the next part of the story. He wrecked the car on the way. Okay? This shows the compounding of bad reactive decisions because you're in an emotional state, and it came from one declaration that I'm going to handle all situations in one manner. If this happens, that's the only thing I'm going to do. We can think of a lot of things he could have done before this. He simply could have asked, who's there? That would have been the simplest question ever. He could have turned on the light to see who's there. Okay? His job included these activities, but the preparation in his mind was, I'm only going to do this. And when that didn't work, everything went downhill. So we're going to talk a lot about preparation with you guys today.